Hello, welcome to Hankins Custom Rifles, Hank's Precision Gun Parts, and another episode of Hank's TV. Today's August the 16th, it's 3:30, we're down here at the range, and we are about through the first day of Hankins Precision Muzzleloader class, whatever you guys want to call it. It's a Smokeless Muzzleloader class, and it's been pretty busy. We've had a great day. We finished lunch. We've got several students here in the class today. I'm going to do a quick walk around here in a second and show you what's going on. It's hot. It's like 93. We do got a little bit of a breeze going, so that's not bad. And just so far it's been a great day. So I'm going to take y'all around and show you what's going on. And if you're interested in coming to one of the classes, sign up for next year's class. It will be in August again, 2026. So until then, you guys can call me and ask me some questions. The best way though is emails. I prefer emails over phone calls. And let's go meet all the students that came down today. All right, guys. So I told you we'd walk down through here, kind of talk to everybody that wants to be talked to. So we're going to start right here with Jennifer, right?
Jennifer, yes.
The last name?
Foskey.
And you're from?
Dublin, Georgia.
They drove up here from Georgia. How long did it take?
It took us a while, about 12 hours.
12 hours of driving to come to the Smokeless Muzzleloader class. Have you learned anything?
Yes, I did. I learned not to be scared of a gun as much. Take it easy, take my time, and learn that I can do it, and I'm excited.
Jennifer's shooting a full power bolt gun. It's got a radial brake on it, ramrod. Everybody's got their guns off the benches now because the sun's coming in. We should show everybody's gun off, so let's start with that. Jennifer, I'm going to grab your gun. This is Jennifer's gun that she's shooting, so anybody out there that thinks they can't do it, Jennifer just told you you can do it. It's not that bad. It does have a ramrod. It's not in here right at the time. So this is the Bell & Carlson stock. It's a Remington 700 with a 45 caliber barrel on it. We don't know what kind of barrel really because I didn't build this gun. Do y'all know who built it? What the barrel is? A Brooks probably.
I'm not right.
Most likely it's a Brooks barrel, but if it ain't, it's shooting really good, so that's beside the point. But that's Jennifer's gun.
Yes.
She's liking it so far, and everybody's having fun. The barrels are kind of warm. All right, so we're going to move on down here to Calvin.
Kelvin Foskey.
And you're Jennifer's husband.
Yep.
All right. What do you think of the shoot so far?
And I'm really enjoying myself. I'm learning a lot about how the bullets drop and how to shoot. I'm enjoying myself.
You mind if I pick up your gun?
No, sir.
Okay, so this here's Calvin's gun. If you are familiar with the gun that we blew up at the muzzleloader shoot last year, he watched that video and he called me and he said, I want you to build another gun just like the one that blew up. And I told him I would as long as we didn't blow it up. And so far we've kept that promise. So this is a McMillan A3 stock Brooks barrel. This is the Kilby's Atlas muzzleloader action. It's got my new Exterminator brake on it. Takes the recoil out. Tremendous, does a heck of a job for recoil reduction. And Calvin's been burning it up so far. Out to 300 yards, we're shooting like almost one whole groups. So he's doing really good. All right, we'll move on down to Jimmy West.
Yeah.
All right. We got Jimmy West here. How far did you drive in?
We're a little over 8 hours coming from southeast Iowa. Not too bad a drive. Enjoying it down here. A little warm in Kentucky.
It's warm today.
But yeah, no. It's been interesting. Learning some stuff for sure.
Would you tell anybody to come to the shoot?
Definitely.
Recommend it.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Be a good time. Spring, fall, come to the class.
So we did have a couple empty seats this time. So we can handle 9 shooters. That would be max, 9 shooters, and that would be, we've got 6 today, and it's been busy. And I've got help, thank goodness. All right, come on down to Craig.
Craig Brown, Wapello, Iowa. Came here for Jimmy. About an 8-hour drive. Learning quite a bit. I'd recommend the class to anybody who wants to. Not real sure you know exactly what you're doing. We're learning it.
Did you tell them anything about the Cincinnati adventure?
We might have a little detour in Cincinnati, see some parts of maybe that town I don't care to see again, but other than that, we made it.
Made it. They came in yesterday. I was down here working, getting a few things set up, and they showed up yesterday afternoon. I don't know what time was y'all got here.
5 o'clock or so.
Yeah. So they stopped in, seen me for a little while, and then headed uptown, got them some food. Banky's restaurant.
Banky's restaurant.
That was good.
Recommend that.
Had a live band
Yeah.
and beer.
Might have had a few cocktails.
All right. So you can't go wrong if you come down here. Okay, who's next? We got Ben. Let's do Ben next. This is Ben. What's your last name, Ben?
Rungs, Cincinnati, about an hour, a little over an hour from home.
So Ben's the closest one to the class.
Learned a lot, and still learning a lot.
Ben's getting into this. He just bought a brake action, so he's learning. We've got him good at 100 and 200 yards. Right now we're working on everybody at 300. 300 yards is kind of pushing these brake action guns, but we can still do it. 400 yards is a little beyond their limits. But if you're looking for a good smokeless muzzle loader to get in this game and you're killing deer at 200 yards, it'll do it all day long. All right, let's come on down to Jim. Tim. There's too many Tims and Jims here.
All right, so here's a fun story. Tim McCoy from Buffalo, New York, actually from East Aurora, bought a gun from a buddy that had it for sale, and came down to learn what I could learn. Sat in his driveway for an hour and a half this morning because I didn't have the right address, because I goofed up. Got here, regrouped, got everything all together, and these guys were more than accommodating, and we got everything straightened around, and I'm loving it. Learning so much, and it's just a fun group of guys and a fun time. Really appreciate all the work you guys are doing.
You want to tell them about the scope mishap?
No.
Do you want me to tell them?
So we're shooting, grouping real well, and then all of a sudden, shooting all over the place. Well, my dear friend here tells me go into town and buy a new scope. So I buy a new scope. Shooting all over the place after we mounted the brand new scope. Change bullets, shooting it like a charm. It's unbelievable. Yep. Unbelievable what the scope was doing.
Okay.
Not the scope, the bullets.
Yeah, it was the bullets. I don't think it was a bad scope. We thought it was, but that was our first inclination, because the guy that sold him the gun was shooting it with the other bullets, and supposedly they were shooting good, but they didn't shoot good for us today. Might have been too hot, might need the wool wad. He didn't want to use the wool wad, so we switched over to the AccuMax 275s, and we're putting them in the same hole now at 100 yards. So we got that problem solved. So that's our students that were here. I've got Toby Osner today helping me. Toby's the greatest help you could ever want. If you need somebody to help you, call Toby.
Try not to.
Yep.
Don't take him away from me, though. All right, spin on around there. There we got Tim down there. That's Toby's brother, Tim. They come down to help me out today. They cooked lunch. We had some good hamburgers. Some good just home cooked hamburgers. Lettuce, tomato, and onion, stuff like that. And that's about it. I'll take the camera now and spin it around on the cameraman. That's CJ. He come down, and it's a good thing CJ came down, because he brought some stuff. He said, I just brought everything I had. It's better to need it and not have it than to, well, how's that go? Need it?
Have it and not need it, then need it and not have it.
Yeah, and we needed some things that he had, so we got lucky today that CJ came. And feels like a little breeze is starting to come in here now. So anyway, guys, we're in the middle of 300 yards. We've got dope for everybody out to 300 yards. We're going to shoot a few more shots at 300. And then we're going to move on out to 400 yards and see what we can do. So until I get back with y'all, enjoy.
Sounds good.
Alright guys, so the range is hot. Calvin just shot the first shot. We just kind of moved down the bench and let everybody take a shot. And then we look at the target, see what kind of group they're holding. And the goal here is to get everybody to group at the yardage that we're shooting at. We're out to 300. The first shot, everybody did pretty good. Okay. We're just everybody just moves on down the line one at a time. Okay, so that's how we do it here in the class. Everybody can reload, and we'll do it one more time, and we'll go down and look at targets. Okay guys, we was doing our little interview, and we got to talking, and I was showing everybody's guns off, and I don't know, we just kind of got sidetracked, and I think I forgot to show everybody else's gun as we but everybody from Calvin on down is shooting break action, CVA break actions. And so far they're doing pretty good out to 300 yards. So Jim has a CVA bronze edition. Craig, he just took his over there, leaned it up. He's got a CVA bronze edition. He's also got a bolt gun that he brought with him today. That's an old McMillan stock McWoody built on Remington 700. He's playing with that a little bit today. Ben was shooting a CVA break action, and Tim down there was shooting a CVA break action. And these are all guns that I did the conversions on. So
First and third shot are touching.
we're all shooting pretty good. Well, come on down here. This is CJ's gun. This is one I built for CJ last year. McMillan A3. I think that's a Defiance action.
Yep.
And a Brooks number 17 barrel. So look at that smile on that face right there. Good deal. All right. So we got a happy customer right there. That's what it takes. Happy customers come back for more guns, and they tell other people.
I'm going to shoot. Range still.
So we're going to go down, look at the targets at 300 yards and see what they look like. Okay guys, we come down here to the target. We're at 300 yards. We come down here just to get some numbers. I brought CJ, Toby, and Ben with me for witnesses. We measured out these groups with no tape measure, no calipers. We just went off the squares to get close. We figured it up. We're close enough for video purposes. You guys can see it. The proof is in the video, or I used to say proof is in the pudding. And here it is. So we're going to start at the top, work our way down. Craig Brown shooting a CVA Scout, CVA Scout that I converted at the shop. He shot about a 3-inch group at 300 yards. That equals 1 MOA out of a Scout. We're going to jump over here to Craig's bolt gun. He only shot it twice, and this is what he's got here. We didn't figure that up. That's 1, 2, about 2.5 inches at 300 yards out of his bolt gun. Jennifer only shot one shot. She's got an old Leopold scope, doesn't have adjustable turrets. She's zeroed at 100. She just took a wild shot right here, and she landed down here, so she didn't do real bad. Still probably could have killed the deer, but she didn't want to shoot no more until we change out a scope. I'm going to put a scope on her gun this week and get her up and running with a scope with turrets. We're going to come down here to Tim McCoy. He's the guy that come down from New York, had problems this morning, couldn't get his gun to shoot. We switched out bullets. First we switched out scope, then we switched out bullets, and Tim shot about a 3-inch group here again, and that's a 1-inch MOA at 300 yards. Let's move down to Ben Brung's gun. He shot about 1.5 inch group, and I think this is Ben's first time shooting the match, or shooting hardly at all. Well, how long you had that gun, Ben?
A month.
Have you shot it yet?
Nope.
Never shot the gun before until today. So he shot about a 4.5 inch group, equals 1.5 inch MOA. We're going to jump down here to Jimmy West. He shot a 2.5 inch group. No, He shot an 8-inch group here, here, and here with a CVA Scout, and that equals about a 2.5 MOA. And these two ain't bad, but he pulled one way out over here. That was his first shot. We come down here and we circled the first shots at 300 yards so we could keep track of them. We're gonna come over here to Calvin Foskey. He's the guy showed up today, picked up a rifle that I built. Today's first day he's ever shot it. He shot a about 2.5-inch group at 300 yards. We're down to 3/4 MOA with his rifle. And he's absolutely loving it. He's told everybody up there that when he dies, they have to put it in the casket with him because he's taking it. He ain't leaving it here. He's taking it with him wherever he goes. But he drilled that X at 300 yards. Okay, got that one. So there's not a safe deer within 300 yards with him. Now, we're going to put some targets up at 400, move our way on out. I really expect to see these CVA Scouts open up a little bit. The bolt gun's probably going to hold together, but who knows? Just depends on who's pulling the trigger and if they get nervous or if they can hold it together, because the guns will do it. All right, so let's move on to 400 yards and we'll show you what happens after that. Okay guys, we come up here to the 500-yard target. CJ shot the deer at 500 yards. He's the first one to make a shot at it, hit it on the first shot of his rifle. Hadn't shot it since April.
Correct.
Last time he was down here, cold bore shot, 500 yards, and that was his first shot right there. So he loaded up, shot it again, and dropped it in, and that's it right there. So we're gonna congratulations to CJ for making the first 500-yard shot at the new range with all the improvements that we've done down here. And since we're here, I might as well show you these steel gong targets. We've got a 12-inch here, a 10-inch here, an 8, a 6, a 4, a 2, and if you got some big cojones, you can shoot at that 1-inch hole right there. You got a 1-inch target. In order for this to work, come on around here, Toad. In order for that to work, you have to put your bullet through that hole, and when it comes through that hole, it hits this plate. And we should be able to hear like a double recoil. You're going to hear the bullet hit, then you're going to hear this come back down. And we had to make them this way, guys, because we was tearing up targets. You shoot a little 4-inch piece of steel at 400 yards and you hit it so hard it literally tore it off the straps that it was bolted to. So I made these things. I hope they're indestructible. We're going to find out next weekend. We're going to shoot the heck out of these things next week and just see if they hold up or not. Hopefully they will. They're bolted together with 1/2-inch bolts and 1/2-inch chain links, big 1/2-inch steel, and this is all AR plate, so bullets shouldn't go through none of that stuff. So thought I'd show you that while we was back here. We're going to start having some rifle matches too. I'll mention that while I got the camera going. Rifle matches probably starting next year. We're going to do 6 a year. One a month on a Saturday. You can come in, bring your centerfire rifles, and test your skills out all the way to 500 yards. Well guys, today is finally over. It is 6:48. I got up and got started this morning at 6 o'clock. It's almost 7 o'clock, so that's a 13-hour day for me. It's been a long day. It got pretty hot today. It was supposed to got up to 93. I don't know if it got quite 93, but it got close. It's, like I said, almost 7 o'clock tonight, and it is still blistering hot right here, right now. This is the hottest part of the day. The sun goes down right in front of the rifle range. So from 4 o'clock on, it is blistering hot. Early this morning up until after lunch, probably 1 or 2 o'clock, it wasn't that bad. The sun comes up behind me and we're all in the shade. I mean, this is all shade until high noon when the sun gets directly above us, and then it takes an hour or two to build up the heat. But later in the day when the sun's going down, it's just right straight on us and it's hot. But anyway, want to do a quick rundown on the shoot, on the class. We had a great class. This is the best class we ever had. Everything went just as smooth as silk. I guess the more you do them, the more you learn and how to do it and organize the class and keep everybody in line and on the same page. And I know you got 6 or 7 different people here. They're all from different places, and they all got different things to talk about. And you know, sometimes they get off subject. We was talking about everything today, from motorcycles to hot rod cars to fishing, and then we talked about muzzle loaders. So the main objective here is to talk about the muzzle loaders, keep your head focused on what we're doing. And everybody did a pretty good job. We got everybody sighted in all the way to 300 yards. The guys with the bolt guns, they both got out to 500, no problem. They was killing this deer. I got a steel target. It's an AR plate. It's a full-size, life-size deer steel target. And right now it's at 500 yards. And the guys with the bolt guns, the one I built for Kevin and the one that Craig Brown had, was a bolt gun, shot a Muzzle, a large rifle magnum primer, Bruck 17 barrel, you know, the big guns that we build for doing this. They were killing that deer easy, at 500 yards. They hit it repeatedly over and over, never missed. I can't remember what their drop date was. I want to say it was 8.5 minutes for 500 yards with a 100-yard zero, shooting 300 grain bullets at a little over 3,000 feet per second, 3150. I think one of them was shooting 3150. Kevin was shooting, I think, 3150 with his gun. And overall, it was a great class. Everybody's coming back tomorrow. We're going to do this again tomorrow. We're going to try to get a few of these guys with the brake actions dialed in a little better at 400. It was kind of windy when we were doing the 400 today with the brake actions, so their groups opened up, which I expected them to. Once you get out to, once you go past 300 yards with the brake action guns, they get a little bit rough. It's hard to do. So when I sell a brake action gun, or when somebody calls me about the brake action conversions, and I do a lot of them because they're cheap, I tell them to limit themselves to 300 yards. Most people will never kill a deer at 300 yards or farther, so that works for most people. But if you're one of those guys that want to set up on a bean field and shoot deer 5, 6, 7, 800 yards, you need a bolt gun. So save your money, go ahead and break it out. You need that bolt gun to do it. And we've got some great guns nowadays. We've got some great actions to build off of. Brucks, I keep saying Brucks, they're the #1 barrel for 45 caliber muzzle loader. Brucks came through with us, for us guys, when we needed barrels, when nobody else would. I needed 45 caliber barrels. I called Brucks. This was years ago. He said, yeah, I can make you a couple, and I was in a hurt for one. I can have them in 6 weeks. Krieger and Bartlett, 14 months. No exceptions, no, can't hurry up, can't, you know. Now Brucks is they're a lot slower now because they're making a ton of barrels. But when it comes to barrels, Brucks is my #1 choice. It don't matter if it's muzzle loader, center fire, 6mm, 6.5mm, 7mm, I don't care. I'm going to order the barrel from Brucks unless the customer 100% absolutely tells me he's got to have something else. Brucks barrels, #1 in my book. I'm not sponsored by them. I don't get no fancy discounts for using them. I just support them because they do good work, and they're good people. Not that the other guys don't do good work and that they're not good people either. They are, except they're just so far behind and getting stuff to you that, you know, sometimes you have to go somewhere else. But anyway, we'll get off that subject. The muzzleloader class, it went great. Any of you guys that are thinking about doing the class, you need to sign up. Get signed up for the next class. We almost had this place filled today. We got 9 seats here, so 9 seats for the class. We won't have any more than 9 shooters at the class. Everybody gets their own bench. Everybody gets their own time with the trainer. We had 4 trainers here today, which really helped me out. Had Toby, Tim, CJ, and myself. I went through this morning setting up Kevin's rifle from scratch, never been shot, mounted the scope on it the other day. We brought it down here, we bore sighted it, we sized bullets, we got him on paper, first shot on paper, and we just ran from there. Now, we didn't start video until later in the day because we were running the class. We didn't have an extra man to just run a video camera, so I finally got comfortable with everybody, and I got the video camera out. We did a little video. It's probably longer than I think it is. By the time I edit it, we're probably looking at 30 or 40 minutes worth of video. Hope you guys watched it all, and give me a thumbs up on it. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit that notification bell down there. And if you need anything with smokeless muzzle loaders, or centerfire rifles for that matter, look us up on the internet, hanksprecisiongunparts.com. We make all kinds of stuff. If we don't make it and you want it, give me a call and I might make it for you. We squeeze it through the shop and make what you need. I feel that my parts are among the best that you can buy. I know they are. They are the best you can buy for less money. And I can sell them for less money because I don't have the crazy overhead. I don't have the hunting channels. I'm not paying for all this advertisement. My advertisement comes off the website, word of mouth from guys like you that's watching me right now. Go tell all your buddies. Share the video. Tell them to look up Hank's Precision Gun Parts. Support the small business in Kentucky where we make every part that's on the website just about, besides triggers and barrels and the obvious parts. Actions, I don't make those. But we make everything else from the scope rings to the Picatinny rails to the ramrods, the barrel bands, the muzzle brakes. We make all that stuff. Quality is better than most people's quality out there because we take pride in our work. We make them right there in the shop, one at a time. And it's got our name on it. It's got my name on it. So when I sell it, I want everybody to be happy. Some of these big companies that mass produce parts, and a lot of them are imported from China, and muzzle brakes and Picatinny rails are made from extruded aluminum, and muzzle brakes are just ran through a machine so fast you can tell when you get it. You can just tell it's poor quality. So, and they want more money for it. But anyway, that's enough on all of that. Visit hanksprecisiongunparts.com. I'm going to sign off on the video. This is it for the 2025 muzzleloader class. I won't be doing any video tomorrow. When the guys get here, we're just going to open the range up and let them have fun. Shoot whatever they want to shoot. Get comfortable with whatever they need to feel they need a little extra practice on. And when everybody gets ready to go home, then I'll close the doors and basically shut her down and pack up, and I'll go home. I've been over here since Friday. I've been enjoying myself. I'm just laying here, laying around. I've got my dog Lapua with me. A lot of you guys know Lapua. He's been in the family now for 13 years, and he's actually about on his last leg. He can't hardly get around. He's got hip problems. I've had him in the truck all day today. We're running the air conditioner for him. He's laying right here with me now, and I really kind of feel like he's dying. And I'm sad that he's dying. He's been my buddy for 13 years. But anyway, he's been a good boy. I don't know what I'm going to do without him. I'm going to sign off, guys. Until the next time, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Thumbs up. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. And we'll see you next time.